Ladies and gentlemen, the Pleb is back. In this report, Maple MAGA appears to be a real thing here in Canada now, as the streets of Canada have been flooded with terrorists and Palestine protests. Well, it appears that everyday Canadian patriots are starting to fight back, and yesterday in Toronto, there was a big Canada First Maple MAGA march. You won't want to miss this report. Stick around. Before we start this report, are you a Canadian patriot who hates the wokeness here in Canada? If the answer is yes, smash subscribe and let's start the report. Well, folks, it looks like there is finally some hope here in Canada. After 14 months of non-stop Palestine insanity, Palestine flags all over our streets, complete riots, it appears that Canadian patriots are ready to take their country back. But seeing patriots uprise should not come as a surprise, because the streets of Canada have looked like this for the last year.
Palestinians don't only want your eyes on Rafah, eyes on Gaza. Palestinians want your foot on Israel's neck.
And not only are they burning our flags, they're also calling for the death of Canada.
Death to Canada! Death to the United States! And death to Israel!
Now, I know those scenes from the Palestine protests are quite disturbing to see our country completely devolve into this, but what I'm going to show you next is going to give you a little more hope. A man by the name of Joe Anajar, goes by @PuckDaddy93 on X and on TikTok and on Instagram, has decided to organize a Canada First Maple MAGA protest to start pushing back against this pro-Palestine insanity that has destroyed Canada. Here were the scenes in Toronto yesterday. Shout out to the great Karima Rules for the footage here.
We need to start holding the line. Again, guys, we left in Ottawa for the people who were at the convoy. You remember? All right? We haven't done nothing since. You
hear those megaphones, and those are Antifa dorks, people on the left who are offended by freedom.
We need to get our shit together, or this country is going to fall to the ground. Guys, it's in every one of you. I swear it's in you. You're here for a reason. And it's not to get trampled on by a Trudeau government or this woke culture that has destroyed our country, our army, our military, everything. All this DEI bullshit. We are freaking Canadians, and we're not going to back down. That's the attitude we should all have in this country. So guys, I know this isn't the thousands of... Sorry, guys. God bless you for being in my way.
What a Canadian moment. Did you guys catch that? He knocked into him. He's like, sorry. He's a toxic Canadian.
This isn't the thousands of... Sorry, guys. God bless you for being in my way. Guys, this isn't the thousands of people we need, but I could feel your hearts. I could feel your soul. The red and white flags, everything. This is the start of as I said earlier, I want this spread.
Look at these losers over here. Absolute losers.
Across this country, I've had people reach out, say, how can I get involved? That's exactly what we need. That's people stepping forward. If this country means anything to you, anything, for your children's future, do you want your child to grow up in a garbage Canada like we're experiencing right now? Anybody? Canada first! Canada first! Canada first! Canada first!
Now, a couple of hundred people is not bad. That is better than their last protest that they had, so it appears that this movement was growing. But I'm going to take you now to the streets of Toronto to show you the march that unfolded.
Who streets? Who streets? Who streets? Who streets?
It is our streets. These streets belong to Canadians, not to these Palestine flags. It's good to see Canadian flags in our streets again. Quite refreshing.
Who streets? Who streets? Canada, it's time to wake up. This is our country, and we're just letting it slide through our fingers. Remember, the people who have children, it's not going to be the same when they're adults if we keep this shit up. So guys, let's make Canada great again. Let's make Canada great again. Let's bring it back to where we had pride, where we had that love, that fire for this country. We need to bring that back. The last time I saw that was at the convoy. And I'm telling you guys, it's time to wake up, get out of your slumber. It's time to start being Canadian. It starts showing the world who we are again. Let's go!
Let's go!
God damn, fired up, fired up.
I'm fired up too, Joe.
Free, free Canada!
Free, free Canada!
Free, free Canada sounds a lot better than free, free Palestine. This is refreshing. And what I'm about to show you next is going to warm your heart even more, because these Maple MAGA patriots started a chant in the streets, and it was quite frankly just perfect as they started chanting, "We love Canada." Amen.
We love Canada!
Say it again.
We love Canada!
One more time.
We love Canada!
You hear that? That's the difference between conservatives and the woke wacko left. We genuinely love this country.
We love Canada! We love Canada!
Wow.
We love Canada! We love Canada! We love Canada! We love Canada!
That's right, guys,
We
that's right.
love Canada! We love Canada!
Wow.
We love Canada!
Do you remember Canada?
We love Canada! We love Canada! We love Canada! We
Beautiful. And upon arriving in Dundas Square, the Maple MAGA patriots, the Canada First movement, did something that these Palestine protesters don't do. They sung the Canadian national anthem, wrapped in Canadian flags. Yes, are we back? Possibly. Let's watch.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land,
Beautiful.
true patriot love, in all our songs command.
Non-woke version.
Glory hearts we see the right, the true north strong and free.
Let's go.
From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
From the top.
God keep our land, glorious and free. Oh Canada,
We stand on guard for thee.
oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Are we back, chat? Are we back? Yes or no? Tell me in the comments. I don't know about you folks, but seeing Canadian flags in our streets really brings me joy. After the year or 13 months of Palestine protests just flooding our streets, this is a much welcome change here to finally see our flags in the streets. The Canadian flag, and my favorite flag, the fuck Trudeau flag. And in our last clip from today's episode, we got to talk about the counter protesters that showed up to this event, as there were not many, and quite frankly, they looked like absolute freaks. Just look at these people. You fascists on the side. They are freaks. Let's go see.
These people are nuts. They're absolutely nuts. You can't talk to them.
Oh, yeah, covering your faces because you are cowards. You notice how the Canadian patriots don't cover their faces? The Palestine people cover their faces. These Antifa losers cover their faces. because they're ashamed of what they're doing. They're cowards.
I asked them how their day was doing, and they just said, ew, ew. I'm like, what does this have to do with fascism? I literally just said hi, and then they insult my IQ. A person in grade 3 would be able to answer a question like,
see how they're like just trying to drown out the speeches with their megaphone? The left, they censor, they try to cancel you. This is what they're doing right now. Just because Canadian patriots want their country back, these probably like Starbucks employees, let's be real, are offended. The he hims, the she hers, the woke lunatics are not happy. And of course, look at them. They're all wearing COVID masks. They're such dorks. And of course, no Canadian flag for the counter protests. They brought a Palestine flag because that's what they care about. They don't care about Canada. They care more about Palestine than they do about their own country. These people are sick. Like, how is it even legal to show up to protests and cover your identity like this? It's insane. What a clown show. The left truly aren't sending their best, folks. And if there is any positivity from what I just showed you, is that, well, the patriots greatly outnumber these Antifa woke weirdos. We are winning. All right, guys, that's a wrap here for today's show, but I need you to tell me in the comments down below, do you support this Maple MAGA Canada First movement? And if they do have any future protests, would you march with these people? Tell me in the comments down below. All right, guys, if you want to support me, this is how you do it. The mainstream media will never show you these Maple MAGA protests, so definitely smash subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment, share this video out. My name is the Pleb, and I'll see you at the next report. Peace.